Hey everybody, Warner Wisdom here. It is Friday, March 20th, 2015. It is the first day of spring. It is the launch of Mario Party 10. It is the arrival of a new Super Mario series amiibo lineup. And more importantly, it is the day that I acquired core Skylanders from the Light and Dark Element series, Blackout and Spotlight respectively. We're going to begin by taking a look at Spotlightz. So, I picked this up at Toys R Us. I honestly don't remember what they charge for them anymore. I think the grand total was $23. They're probably $10.99. I can't remember if they marked them up $1 or more now. I haven't been getting them from Toys R Us in some time. But that said, the stock, obviously they hadn't really had anything as of late. They had a bunch of chaos traps. People are excited about that, and you feel like an idiot if you bought one on eBay. That's why I tell people not to do those things. I would honestly say I saw the most of Nightlight and Nightmare, the Light and Dark Element Trap Masters respectively. Quite a few Blaster Mines. Didn't really see Tough Luck. I think I saw a couple of Shortcuts. These were just kind of there on the pegs, and they weren't with others like pegs full of them or anything. So I don't know if they've been picked over. They may have had some in the back. The amiibo were like on this little table behind the counter. I guess their thoughts are they're going to get scalped more. There are quite a few of the Easter Skylanders, so that's good news there. Quite a few Rocky Rolls. There were like 4 pegs of him, which I haven't fully upgraded him. I've only done the base, but he's been awesome so far. Bat Spin and High Five I honestly didn't see. I didn't case the entire place. I just kind of was like, sweet, got it, and left type situation, but I do kind of scan everything in. Think I saw a Thunderbolt near the Shortcut. And then at GameStop, when I went to actually pick up Mario Party 10 and the amiibo from pre-order, they had Wave 4 out. So that 3/27 release date, I don't know, they had them there. It looks like they'd sold a few, so hey, who knows? But what we want to do here is focus on Spotlight, which again, Toys R Us has her. If you went through the pre-order that you saw me talk about on the Skylander Club, that Ryan's Island went down that path, 3/22, that is this Sunday at Best Buy. If you pre-ordered them at GameStop, and I posted that earlier in the week, you're looking at the 27th. However, I would encourage you to check in with your local store, see if they have them, if they're selling them, if they came in early, etc. So, that said, this is Spotlight. She is from the Light Element. Again, she is joined by the Trap Master from the Light Element, who would be Nightlight. So kind of a male-female mix between the Trap Master and the core Skylander. Same thing on the dark side. It's just Nightmare is our female, and then Blackout is our male. So, packaging with the yellow, she really gets your attention. Wasn't quite sure what they do. You know, each element kind of has its own unique colors. Brown for earth, green for life, blue for water, yellowy, orangey, red for fire. So it appears they went with like a angelic white with the yellow to kind of emanate like light shining, if you will. But the packaging is that same single pack design. You kind of got like the ergonomic hand design and everything. So cut edge, American J-hook / cut there. Right here we have Spotlight. Time to shine is going to be her slogan. And again, this is my first time seeing her in person today. Online, when pictures surfaced of her, she struck me as like a angelic flashwing, really is the best way to describe it. Seeing her in person, it looks like she has a little bit of Cinder in her too. So maybe a cross between Cinder and Flashwing, with the result being a little bit more on the good side than Cinder, if you will. So, on the back side here, food fight in your hand on the portal in the game. It is that simple. Right here is our inset box word for Spotlight. Have I been calling her Flashlight a few times? I don't know. Anyway, Nightlight. That would make, I guess, Nightlight and Spotlight make a lot of sense. Flashlight, maybe that'll be the next game. Skylanders 5, we might have a male Corelander called Flashlight. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Especially if it was Light Core. Now Light Core really comes into play, does it not? But Nightmare, Spotlight, and Blackout. So we got the whole family here shamelessly promoting herself on the back of the packaging. I like that style. Since she is a Newlander in Skylanders Trap Team, that is where she is compatible. Moving forward, hopefully she will be compatible in future games. She definitely should be. But that is your final look at the packaging. And we're going to come in here and get her opened up. What am I excited about? Number one, seeing the figure outside of the packaging for the first time. And number two, And this probably sounds stupid to some people, but I want to see what her card stats are. I know the card stats don't mean much, but I like to kind of see where they rank in the broader, like scope of things. So I've been having a lot of trouble. I think they have improved the glue. Some of the wave 2 and 3 stuff, like the backs were falling off. Now the cardboard is like getting shredded. So if you're the type that likes to pull them out, take pictures, play with them, whatever, and then reseal, keep that in mind. The way this came out, taped on only one side, so no sign of tape at all here. I'm fine with that. If you want to cut this out for your storage cases from Powerade or whatever you do, go ahead and make sure you do that now, or cut the tape. What I like to do here is fully bend that back. Let's get the yellow and the reddish orange kind of go together nicely for the light element. We'll go ahead and just get her out. Again, I like to work with the plastic first. It's very flexible down there, so very nice looking figure, especially the base. We'll take a look at that in just a second. And now the moment of truth. We'll chuck that to the side. My nephew was actually going to help me unbox these after we did the Mario Party amiibos. As it turned out, we ate dinner, and then we played Brawl for a long time. And we actually took 2 amiibo from box stock to levels 27 and 29, if that tells you anything. So lots of 4v4 and 2v2v2v2 action. But in addition to the card, we get the sticker sheet. You can see her artwork there, very nice looking. She's got the name tag you can use on your starter posters, poster board, notebooks, folders, whatever you want to do with them. QR code, web code down below that. Let me get her packaging out of here. And right here is the moment of truth. There's the artwork for you, the Light Element logo, spotlight down the side. And we're looking at power, 70 of 200. Armor, 250. So, that just totally blends in unless I hold it point blank range for you. 70 of 250, 120 of 250 on the armor. Agility, 60 of 250. Luck, fairly high, 130 of 250. So add all that up, 130 and 70 is 200. Then we've got 260 and then 360, so 380 out of 1,000. Seems like that's pretty high for a core Skylander. So we will set that down. We will try to see how she stacks up with Blackout when we open him up. Now, in-game stats. If you're thinking, wait, how do you have this? If you put her in the game, are you cheating on us? No, I have not. If you bought the strategy guide, and I hope you did, because they're very cool if nothing else, especially the collector's edition. That blue cover on that thing is awesome. That said, if you have that, there is a code in the back. I'm not quite sure what page. It's not the exact back. It's kind of a few pages inside. You can actually go online, and all the light and the dark information that was withheld from you, you can find. So, her max health in-game should be 270. I'll confirm all this when we do introduce her. Speed is 60, armor 36, critical hit 20, elemental power 35. I don't even know why they do that, but it'll actually be higher than 25, I guess, because we have 2. It's going to be interesting to see how they handle that, because there's only 2 light element characters, but we'll figure it out when we get there. That said, before we take a look at the figure itself, I'll kind of let you do that before I analyze it. Spotlight was discovered by Master Eon in the Prismatic Palace, where the Portal Master had ventured seeking the crystal orb of light. Upon finding the orb, Eon reached out and gently touched it, causing a brilliant light to emanate in all directions. Having been infused with Eon's magic, the orb glowed magnificently. And when Eon slowly lowered his hand from a shielded eye, Spotlight stood before him in a respectful bow. Her power of light was unknown to him, for it was not of the 8 common elements in Skylands. Love that they mentioned that there. But sensing that the ancient sent Spotlight to him for a reason, he took her to the core of light and trained her to defend it as a member of the Skylanders. And when none other than the evil Portal Master Chaos destroyed it, Spotlight vanished. Very interesting stuff there, especially since the core of light was present in SSA. And where was she then? Perhaps she has returned as Flashwing. I don't know. So much remains yet to be seen. That said, very, very good looking figure. It's that same kind of like pearlescent white that we have with Nightlight over there in the corner behind black-based Bowser, if you will, and Batspin. And the, what is that, Fire slap trap, whatever you want to call it. The cool thing with her, there's not a ton of detail really. It's just a great pose with a very bright white and attractive paint. She's got the Light Element logo kind of on the forehead, I guess is the best way to describe that. Something totally unique that I have not seen with a Skylander before, at least not that I can remember, is the holes in the wings and the tail. I'm hoping that has something to do with her like abilities or skill set. That would be awesome. But you literally can. I have kind of big hands, but hey, my pinky kind of fits through there. So it's not like a translucent lens or there's some plastic piece there or something. That is, honest to gosh, just a trim ring inside. So if you have small hands or a pencil or whatever it may be, ballistic pen like this, you can actually, that's designed like break glass type. People probably don't care. But whatever you've got, you can basically string it through there. If you wanted to do something really cool, you know, like in the Step Up Your Skylanders display, or maybe you've got Dr. Crankcase's playset, you could actually run like fishing string or clear twine or some crafty material I don't know about, and you could kind of suspend her from the air via the wings in that manner, and she'd just kind of be hanging out, ready to strike. So keep that as your options open. You can also do the same with the tail. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So very nice design there, kind of a menacing look. Note that the wings, they're not like a streamlined feather like you see with Nightlight. It's not like what we saw with Sonic Boom, Whirlwind, Sunburn, the other Skylanders with wings, regardless of whether or not they fly. But that is just, it's a very interesting design, and I'm anxious to kind of see how it pans out and how she looks in-game. Other thing, the red base, of course, is going to indicate she's new Vintage and Trap Team, but being a Light Element Skylander, she gets that really cool-looking base, which you can kind of, I guess the best way to show it is from the bottom angles here. And of course there's the gold, the radius emanating out from the center. That's a good look at it. It's kind of like that comic strip, you know, like wow, pow type thing, you know, is the best way for me to describe it. Hopefully you know what I'm talking about, otherwise I seem like an idiot. But you can see the same design here with Nightlight. Now, like I mentioned, if you missed out on the Light and Dark Element expansion packs, which were very hard to come by, very limited initially, I don't know, I think I could have gotten them, but not for long. These were sent out to us, but I did see a few that I could have grabbed if I would have needed to. The good news is I know a lot of people get mad about the expansion packs, the adventure packs. I don't really know why, because you're adding content to the game, but Nightlight and Nightmare both present at Toys R Us, my local one anyway, and I would say they were present in the greatest quantity aside from Rocky Rolls. So that's good news, in particularly if you did pick it up and you're like, man, I really want to get a second Nightlight or a second Nightmare. They're awesome characters. I want to tab one for both paths. Now you can do that and save a few bucks along the way, so that's very cool that they got their single pack release and so soon after. But that same, I think you can kind of see it better since he's a larger scaled character. There's like that glistening effect. She has that same thing, it's just she's kind of on a smaller scale, so it may not show up as well. Plus, with all the differences in texture, it just kind of tends to showcase itself better with Nightlight. So he is our male Trap Master, and then as I mentioned, our core Skylander is Spotlight. And what this means, while generally our special characters, Giants, Swappers, and now Trap Masters, they don't really come back. You know, there's not been like a Series 2 Tree Rex, Series 3 Swarm, Series 2 Bouncer, etc. Being a core character, she's got a lot better chance of coming back. That said, this is our first foray into the Light Element. So will they have it in Skylanders 5? Will it be represented by 4 Skylanders? Will it be just these same characters returning with one new in each element? I don't know. So that kind of makes her special and unique, but she looks great. I can't wait to play her in the game. $10.99 is probably what I paid. I don't know, in all honesty. I think it's that. But I was just, me and my nephew went in there. I was so happy to find her. I just kind of grabbed it and checked out. And then the guy was like, you do know the traps are on sale? And I'm like, no. Well, I actually did not buy Red Hot Tussle Sprout. I don't really know why. It's mainly Steamed Broccoli guy is the one that I really would have liked, and I've never seen the 8-pack locally ever, anywhere, ever, period. So that kind of miffed me on that front, but I actually would have bought Red Hot Tussle Sprout had I have known that, but then by the time I was checking out, and he told us that since he's the only guy checking out, despite all the registers in the store. There was like 4 people behind us with like trailerfuls of stuff for baby showers or something, or a birthday, I don't even know. And I did not want to stand in line. That's one of the things I hate doing. And so we jetted. You know, we had stuff to do. So that said, I've heard from other people the stock had been good at their stores. I would say it was dangerously low at my local one. That said, I don't know what they had in the back, but that's just what I saw. It's what I can tell you. So this is Spotlight. Great story. Pretty nice stats. Incredible figure. Cannot wait to see her in game. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button for us. If you have not subscribed, make sure to do that. Tell your friends to do the same thing. You can take those links for more information. I will get her introduced and upgraded hopefully as soon as possible. Obviously, everything hit at once. We've got lots of characters, lots of upgrades and introductions going on. So bear with me. I have uploaded more videos since Tuesday than some people that do YouTube for a living do in like a month, and that's not a joke. So I don't do it for a living. And I've just not slept a lot. So that said, I'm doing my best relaying the information to you as quickly as I can. But that said, thanks so much for watching. Again, if you haven't subscribed, make sure to do that. Encourage your friends to do the same thing. My personal site is oneofweezem.com. You can also follow me on Twitch, where I live stream Skylanders Trap Team. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. If you have not checked out the Skylander Club forum, I encourage you to do that. SkylanderClub.com is a site. If you go to the forum, you like what you see there, sign up. We would absolutely love to have you, myself and Spotlight included. So that said, thanks so much for watching, and for myself and Spotlight, we will catch you back here when we take a look at Dark Element Newlander Blackout.